quiet. These are not like the teachers I know. They're really loud.
Well, I want to just take a second and introduce myself. My name is Kat Lowe. I teach over at Hanningham High School in Berkeley County School District. I've been a teacher for 16 years now. I started with my undergraduate degree in physics and have taught physics at Lower Ridgeland High School, the Diamond Mines in Richland 1, Columbia, at Wando, and had the opportunity to teach also at College of USC. I started my advocacy just last year, actually, when I became aware of our critical need for teachers, master teachers, teachers like myself, who have been in the classroom for years and years. I want to let you know that every single time I start a class, students will always ask after they figure out that I have a degree in physics and I've taught in college, what are you doing here? As if I've made a mistake. And it's so easy for me to answer them and tell them why I'm there, but it is so hard to make them understand that they absolutely deserve a master teacher. And so I'm very focused in my advocacy to try and create as many master teachers as we can for South Carolina and its students. I'm just honored today to be able to introduce you to someone that I believe is a master teacher as well, which is Dr. Biden. Dr. Biden, understand the importance.
So you all understand what it is that educators really need in their classroom. And you know, Joe and I have always been drawn to this state. We've been coming here for years and years. So, you know, and we've been met with such kindness and incredible welcome here. And we've found friends and mentors and in your cities and your towns, and we've found respite on your shores. You know, the year 2015, when we lost our son Bo to cancer, you know, the first place we went, weeks, maybe 2 weeks after, 3 weeks, was to come to Low Country. And so anyway, I want to thank you, and we're just so excited to be here, a place that we know and that we love, and the people who are here that we know and we love. And we're so proud of the team that we've built here. Really, I'm just amazed that you're all here on a holiday. I mean, that really, you know, that you have today off, and here you are with me. So that means so much, just so much more to me. And so I wanted to tell you about an experience I had when I went to Puerto Rico. And it was a few months after Hurricane Maria. And so I went to one of the schools that I visited that was way out in the country. It was in Puerto Santiago. I don't know if there anybody who knows there, but they had, you know, the hurricane there. And, you know, the effects of the storm, I went to this school, and you could see, I mean, they had no electricity, no running water. They couldn't give the kids lunches. And so the kids were all there. And the playground was just piled high with debris. And the buses were destroyed. And the little children, I mean, these little children were as young as 5, were telling me they had to walk miles and miles and miles to get to school because, think about it, you know, all the cars were, you know, they were flooded, and the buses, so they had no way to get to school. And this is an American school, and the kids there missed so much time that they really lost like a whole semester of school. And yet, amid the devastation, what I saw, you know, on the walls where they had the marks where the water came up, you know what the teachers did? They pasted flowers. You know, these cutouts, cardboard cutouts of cheerful flowers for the kids. And, you know, I saw hope there, like, you know, growing like dandelions growing through concrete. And the children laughed, and you know, they kept going on. It was because of the difference the teachers made in their lives. And, you know, the teachers were so great, they didn't focus on all the negative things that the kids had gone through. They just kept the kids positive. And so what I really saw there was the strength of the human spirit and the determination to create something beautiful for our children. And that's just what educators do. And in my 35 years now of teaching, you know, I've seen this over and over again. And when disaster strikes or when budgets are slashed, when children wrestle with challenges that, you know, that no one should have, educators are always the ones there to pick up the pieces. They find a way to inspire, and they find the way to give their students the best of what, you know, of this flawed world. And, you know, we all know this. I mean, this isn't just a job to us, right? No, it's a calling. It's who you are. You can't do this job unless you love it, right? It's too hard. So you gotta love it to get in there every day. And education makes us whole. And so in the last year, actually, you know, when we were vice president, when Joe was vice president. You know, we made it a point to meet with educators, and every year we had the Teachers of the Year come, and they would come to our house, and we would have a party there, and I would meet with each and every one, and we would talk about our ideas and our best practices and what we would do in the classroom. And then the next day they would go to the Rose Garden, and the president would speak to them. You know, it was such a great time. And then to go to the National Spelling Bee. But can I tell you, with this president, you think he meets with the teachers? Woo. So, anyway, so, you know, I know who you are. I mean, I know that you spend a lot of money out of your own pocket to help your students. And I know that, you know, where I teach, in my community college, I have a red tub in front of my room where students bring in food for other students, bottles of water and crackers and anything that they can open. A lot of my students are homeless, so things that they can eat in their cars. And so, you know, this is what teachers are up against. And our students come, I mean, I don't know, you know, about yours, but I hear this all over the country. They bring so much. They're coming from homes of poverty. They're coming from food insecurity. Sometimes they're coming from domestic violence. Yeah. You know, and we're there with open arms to say, we hear you, we know your pain. We're trying to teach, in my case, English or math or science or physics, whatever you're trying to teach. But yet these kids can't learn unless, you know, unless their heads are in this space. And we're the ones that we have to listen to their problems and their lives, the good things and the bad things. I mean, yesterday I got a text from one of my students, Dr. B, I just had my baby, and sent me a picture of her in the hospital with her new baby. And so, you know, they depend on us, right? We're their families. And this is a woman who came from Syria and said to me, and she was in my classroom, she lost her entire family in war. Mama, said, Dr. B, my children I don't have my mother. My children don't have a grandmother. I want you to be their grandmother. And so, you know, things are Mama Candy. Mama Candy. Mama Candy. Mama Candy. Mama Candy.
Mama candy.
So anyway, you know, I think you know, I mean, when Joe becomes president. Thank you, Tommy. There's so much that Joe is going to do.
Mama candy.